Let's move on now. The Israeli Defense Forces have slammed the incidents of protesters breaking into army bases, saying that the demonstrations at the Sde Teiman base and Beit Lead military base harmed national security. This even as the military was compelled to halt deliberations on the action along the northern front due to the protests at the army bases. The IDF said that to control the situation and secure the Beit Lead military army base, it had to move troops from the West Bank, calling for calm at Sde Teiman. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu also condemned the break-in. While Defense Minister Yoav Gallant said the incident gravely harmed Israeli democracy and played into the hands of Israel's enemy at the time of war, Gallant further said the IDF has his full support to take necessary measures to prevent the unauthorized entry of civilians into the IDF bases. Israel witnessed hours of chaos on Monday after far-right protesters supported by ultra-nationalists politicians stormed two military bases. The protesters sought the release of 9 reservists who were detained for the probe into suspected substantial abuse of a Palestinian detainee. The reservists were serving at the Sde Teiman detention facility. Disturbances began as soon as the news of their detention spread. Dozens of protesters, including far-right Knesset members, barged into the base. Then the 9 reservists were transported to the Beit Lead base, which is the headquarters of Israel's military courts and military police. The protesters broke into the premises and clashed with military police officers and soldiers. Among the demonstrators at the Beit Lead base, armed and masked soldiers were also present. When IDF chief Hazi Halevi arrived at the base, he was met with chants of resignation. And for more on this, our correspondent Jody Cohen has sent us this report from Ra'anana.
The Israeli military police have arrested several IDF soldiers on suspicion of breaking the army's code of conduct and assaulting a detainee. The soldiers are facing a military court hearing on Tuesday. The Hanenu legal aid organization, which represents some of the soldiers, said they were acting in self-defense. And nationalist activists, including a few lawmakers, protested the arrests, with some breaking onto army bases. The IDF said it's taking reports of mistreatment very seriously and that the protests have delayed discussions on Israel's response to Hezbollah. That's after the strike on a soccer field which killed 12 children and injured dozens more. Diplomatic efforts are reportedly underway to try to contain Israel's response, as well as Hezbollah's subsequent reaction. And US National Security Council spokesperson John Kirby has suggested that he's confident that an all-out war could be avoided. This is Jody Cohen for WION World as One.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.